But make no mistake, the Premier survived talk of her leadership being threatened a few months ago, but this is a lot more serious.
Disgruntled senior figures within the Labor Party are working to have Annastacia Palaszczuk stand aside as Queensland Premier, fearing she cannot win next year's election.
While the Premier retains crucial union and caucus support, and 9 News understands she won't face a challenge, there is now open discussion about her leadership, with critics saying for the good of the party, she should resign by Christmas.
With 3 election victories, Annastacia Palaszczuk has cemented herself in Queensland history as a Labor conquering hero.
I'm very hopeful that we will be able to form government in this. I don't like opposition. I did 3 years in opposition. I don't do any more opposition.
Maybe we'll talk about that a bit later. Oh.
And I don't do any more opposition.
But tonight, some senior members of her party want her gone by Christmas.
Maybe later. Much later.
Prevent defeat to David Crisafulli. Today, former Labor Minister Robert Schwarten saying something has to change.
It could be the leader, it could be the message.
Robert's entitled to his view and I respect him.
Respect and love.
Schwarten saying, like a used car, sometimes voters want a new one.
If we don't get a new model of delivery or a new model at the top of it, then we are doomed.
And tellingly referring to the Premier as a great leader in past tense.
We've had a great Premier.
Talk about that a bit later.
She won 3 elections on the trot. People have put faith in her, but that's dissipating and the polls are showing that.
Well,
that's life. Good night.
well, that's just Robert.
But it's not just Robert. Privately, other senior figures within the Labor Party are discussing her future and whether she can win a 4th election. The Premier says she's going nowhere.
I started in with a Tarago. I had 7 members of Parliament, Tim. We built it up to 8 to 9 and over 3 elections to 52. But now we're driving the bus.
All here is a bus.
And the bus is definitely fully focused.
The concern for some in her party, though, that bus could be heading off an electoral cliff.
We need to do something about that.
There are only 3 possible contenders to replace her: Stephen Miles, Shannon Fentiman and Cameron Dick. All 3 still publicly supporting the Premier.
Well, Tim Avia joins us live now in the studio. Tim, can the Premier survive this?
She can, Melissa, and that in large part is because of the Labor Party rules, which make it very hard to remove a sitting leader. But make no mistake, the Premier survived talk of her leadership being threatened a few months ago, but this is a lot more serious. I've spoken to senior Labor figures across multiple factions who are now hoping she can be convinced to stand down. I can reveal there was a meeting this week at Parliament among United Workers Union aligned MPs, where I'm told powerful union boss Gary Bullock told the room the Premier could choose to go when she thought it was right for the party. Now, there are some who want that to happen by Christmas, which is just weeks away. The Premier does retain a lot of party support right now, but Andrew, Melissa, this is certainly one to watch.